All right. We good?
Yep.
Okay, all right. We'll bring the school board meeting to order then. I'll start by reading this deal. This public meeting is being recorded in accordance with Montana law. All those in attendance are advised the public portions of this meeting will be recorded in audio and video format. By remaining in the meeting, those present consent to being recorded and displayed in footage that will be posted on the school district website. Please contact the district office if you have any questions concerning Hamilton School District's recording obligations under Montana open meeting law. Okay, I guess we'll get rocking and rolling then. Everybody buckle up. I've been practicing for like 3 years to do this. Patrick better not miss very often. All right, so we'll start with the pledge of allegiance, right?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ready to change the agenda here?
You have an updated version of the agenda there.
You want to fill us in on that one?
Yeah, so we've added item number 5, a waiver for graduation for a 2026 senior. So that will be the last action item under new business. Okay, there is also an update to, is there a personnel report in here? Yeah. So that's been revised as well, so drawing your attention to that, although I do want to point out that that is item number 4 under new business rather than in your consent agenda for tonight.
All right, any public comment that isn't on the agenda already listed? Nothing? Okay. And I guess we'll move on to the election results here, huh? So number 1.
So in your packet, you have a copy of the election results from the county. So they do the canvassing, they do all of the checks and balances as to voter verification, and then your job is to approve the results as they are delivered from the county.
Not much more to do with that other than, can I get a motion to approve the election results?
So moved.
Second. Okay. Is that move in a second there, so all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. So we got an aye and a nay?
No, I said aye.
And a second and a first. All right. Sounds good, we'll move on. Recognize seat of the elected trustees, so looks like, so
You
Kathy,
need to take the oath.
oh boy. Again, doesn't mine count from last time?
No, but then I need you to sign it too, but, do you solemnly swear or affirm for yourself that you will support, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Montana, and that you will discharge the duties of your office with fidelity?
Yes.
All right, I'll have you sign it
Okay.
before you go.
Is Marissa not here, I guess?
She
Couldn't make it, okay. So do we have to do anything with that other than just recognize that she,
I will get her
Next time?
certified and approved at so she's ready for the next board meeting.
okay? Sounds good, then we get to go through the election of board chair, vice chair, and those things. So I guess open it up for any nominations for board chair.
I nominate Patrick, I assume he still wants to be chair.
I second that.
Okay? Any other discussion, concerns, anybody else with a nomination?
Anyone else want to be chair? I certainly do not.
Okay, then I guess, all those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, so congratulations, Patrick, you earned yourself another 3 years. Or one, because he's up for re-election. All right, same thing for vice chair, any nominations?
I nominate Eli Johnson.
I'll second that.
Okay. Do I get to oppose it or? Okay. Okay, any other comments? All right, then all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Congratulations to me. Oh, boy. Board committee appointments, do we have any of those tonight? We can hold off.
Don't have any of those tonight, now that we know who the chair and the vice chair are. I do have a proposal that we can talk about in the upcoming governance and then at the June meeting as well.
Okay, sounds good.
Are we gonna have a list of like who's on the different committees?
Yeah, that's what, the template has is we'll actually put board members into those committees.
Like I'm aware of two committees, the governance committee
Yep.
and the
Negotiations.
negotiations committee, but I'm not aware who's officially on those committees.
Yeah.
That would be a good thing to be aware of.
We'll make sure that we have that.
Okay, and then, appointment of the clerk then. Assume we're nominating Miss Kathy there.
Yeah, right? Yep.
I will nominate Kathy as our board clerk.
Okay, I'll second that, if I'm allowed to, Craig.
Okay, you still want to be clerk?
Yeah.
Sounds like a fun job to me. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. All right,
Thank you, Kathy.
thanks, Kathy. Okay, then we're done with, that portion, correct? Everything else we go over today? Okay, good. We'll go on to items of new business then. Item number 1, request approval for district membership in School Services of Montana for the 2026-2027 school year.
So School Services of Montana is nothing new to what we've been doing. So primarily they provide support with Infinite Campus. Infinite Campus is a critical tool for us to report teacher information, student information to OPI. It's a critical software tool, and that School Services of Montana provides training, on-call sort of support when we need it. In addition to the services that we have, the professional development, we are also adding or requesting to add membership into the Montana Educators Curriculum Consortium to help us with curriculum adoption cycles and leadership for professional development related to that. Additional cost is in your packet, is just under $9,000 a year. Not only do they provide the professional development to do that to our staff, but also that serves as an FTE for accreditation, which we are required to have.
Okay. Any discussion on that? Any questions or comments?
So that is,
Running the consortium.
The individual's name that runs that is Billy Taylor. And she is out of somewhere near Livingston is where she is, but she serves many districts throughout Montana.
so that's covering the curriculum guidance and also the software, the Infinite Campus software.
Yeah, they have multiple services in School Services of Montana. So primarily what I want you to be aware of is the curriculum portion of that. And then the routine portion is the Infinite Campus support, which is, it's a requirement.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for this consortium, do we send administrators
Yes.
to work, basically
Yeah,
workshop?
they workshop with Billy and others, and so we'll work together. So we have an entire administrative plan to get administrative training done and process done, and then we'll start to pull in our teachers in those content areas that we're looking to go through the cycle with.
And we've been doing this?
We have not been good about doing this. This is why I'm suggesting we bring this service on board. We need to begin to do this.
And this is curriculum, right? Curriculum for the district, helping guide us in selection.
Selection, yep.
And the board is part of that, because my understanding is the
Yes.
board is helping to represent what the community wants in curriculum as well as what our administrators and teachers want for a curriculum. It should be a joint conversation about what we're teaching our kids here in this community.
Right.
Perfect.
And that will be one of the committees that I have recommended.
Thank you.
Sounds good. Any other comments, questions, discussion points on that one? Can I get a motion to approve the request to, for district membership in school services of Montana?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
Okay. Anything else? Then all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Okay. Moving on to number 2, request continued membership in the Montana Quality Education Coalition for 26-27.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long we've been a member, but we've been a member of the coalition for several years. That is a advocacy group that works with legislators and in conjunction with the School Boards Association and school administrators of Montana to really lobby for schools and legislation that supports public schools. So it is somebody that supports us in advocacy at the legislative level.
That cost us money?
It does.
Anything free? No.
Is it necessary, in your opinion?
I think, they're gonna advocate for us regardless. For all public schools, I do feel like there is a benefit for us. Hamilton carries some weight in terms of when we are on board with things, we carry some weight with lobbying and things like that.
What does it cost us?
$2,500.
Yeah.
How much?
2,500.
So that's the same voice right here.
They also they'll bring litigation and see that through, and they've had some pretty impressive ones in the last few years in favor of public education. So just add that in there.
So it sounds like you're pro.
Yeah, I support it.
Any other discussion points on that one? Then can I get a motion to approve the request to continue in our membership of Montana Quality Education Coalition?
So,
Okay. Second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Okay, motion carries. Guess we're on to the mural proposal.
So there are 3 proposals, and we have some guests with us tonight, and so I'd like to consider these one at a time for discussion. So I don't know, Ms. Beisel, do you have any comment?
know that we
Ju-
have anything
Okay,
further to add, but
okay.
we're happy to answer questions.
You have any?
Nothing more to add than was already shared, although this is the leadership class, they are promoting this in
Sure.
order to
Yeah.
help make the school feel more like a school.
Well, who are our lovely student leaders here with us tonight?
Stand up and introduce yourself, please.
Jackson Stubbs.
I'm already you.
Well, welcome, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Well, I just have a couple questions for you kiddos then. What about this makes you excited to do it?
Making school look not like a prison yard.
Good reason. I like it. How was this whole idea created? Where did that come from?
It is student generated. When the class starts at the beginning of the quarter, we look at different possibilities of what we could do to improve our school in some way. And the students this quarter really wanted to improve the way it looked on the outside, and just make it look like a friendlier, more welcoming place. So this is, the 3 proposed ideas are just 3 ideas that the students came up with as potential things that they could do that would brighten up the campus. And then we did send out a survey to the student population, and we got an overwhelming response on having a nice landscape. And then our arts teacher put together the big mural design ideas for the kind of where we came from in Montana on the exterior of the gym wall too.
Gotcha, cool. I guess we have these kind of separated out here, so why don't we talk about them each individually? So the first one we want to talk about here is the pod. So the plan for the pod.
And that proposal is some branding with school district colors and school district logo. So that one is in your packet as well. The proposal is in there. I do not have any reservation for that one. I feel like that is pretty straightforward and yeah, supportive of that.
Sounds good. What kind of man hours do you think you're gonna take for each one of these?
This is a very good question. It would take time to prep the walls, which I would think with the exterior of the pod would take some power washing, making sure we have all the dust and things off. We would be waiting a little bit on the stenciling for doing the spray paint over so we make sure our letters look good. And we have our first period class from now until the end of school and some potential field trip day time in which we can spend time working on that to get it done. And a few volunteers to share their weekends with us if it was needed.
That's fun.
So this is gonna be mostly student-led, student.
All right, well, do we wanna talk about all three, or do we want one at a time?
Yeah, well, I'll just be, I have no reservation about A. B and C, I feel like we should maybe have more discussion about. I have some logistical questions and some of which have come out just in this conversation today. I feel like those two could be good topics for governance where we can have some more discussion and more logistical, more people at the table, grounds maintenance involved in that. And then I just don't wanna, I'm worried about how this gets done. And I'm worried about student safety, if they're up on ladders, things like that. I think we have to consider the logistical.
More details on that. So would it be a good approach to maybe discuss the first one, get it rocking and rolling if we're in favor of it, and see how that goes, and then have a chance to discuss the other two a little bit more?
That would be my proposal.
So can we potentially then get a motion to approve the pod mural project and maybe punt on the other two for the time being and just defer those for maybe a week or two down the road to talk? That sound acceptable?
I so move.
Okay, we've got a motion to approve the pod to start with. Is there a second?
Sorry,
Sounds good. Any other discussion?
just one more question, like that's gonna be facing west, right, is that Fifth Street?
6th Street.
Sixth Street is facing Sixth Street, and we are HMS with
Very HMS
a
with
big
our
H.
logo, yeah.
So
How do you feel about that idea, guys?
Pretty good.
Start with the top, maybe talk about the next ones, see where we go from there. Does that sound like a reasonable approach to this?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Okay, motion carries. You guys are good to go on the pod, so let's get rocking on that, and then we'll talk about the other two down the road a little bit. So do we need to add those to the governance?
We'll put that on, again, put that on the agenda for discussion.
Sounds good. All right, we'll move on to number 4 then. Request to approve May 20th, 2026 personnel report.
Just to clarify, you're looking at the revised personnel report.
There was an additional resignation on that one.
Okay. Anybody have any reservations, concerns, or comments on that? Thank you, guys. Thanks for coming. Okay, and can I get a motion to approve personnel report for May 20th, 2026?
So moved.
Okay, do I have a second? I'll second. Okay, then, all in favor, say aye.
one more, just, obviously we've had some issues with custodians. Maybe not obviously,
Sure.
it's just not the time to have that conversation.
Are you referring to the last?
Yes.
Yes,
And I'm
so
assuming-
that was an updated resignation on last board meetings.
I'm seeing another custodian resigning this
That's a move into a new position.
It's a promotion.
So it's promoting from within.
I'm looking
But
at
there's
the night
still-
custodian,
What?
it says resignation.
Yes, Rodney he's retired already.
Yeah.
Okay,
He came-
unrelated.
Yeah, unrelated, he came back in, he's been a great, nice custodian, great guy. But it's time for him to officially retire, and so he's calling it quits permanently now.
Roger that. It just seemed like there's
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't tracking that.
issue there.
Heard through,
Yeah.
people we need.
No, I wasn't tracking, so thank you, Marlon.
Okay,
Thanks, guys.
all right, well, we had a motion and a second, and all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say nay. Okay. Moving on to, second reading. Board policy.
We gotta add number 5 there, so this is the graduation, requirement waiver. We're probably looking at the old one there.
There we go.
So, sorry, guys, agenda. So, Marlon, do you wanna give a little background on the situation for us?
Yep, absolutely, and Ryan and Angela jump in if I miss anything. So it came to our attention, very recently, one of our students who was up for graduation is visiting the Health 2 requirement. Health 2 is not a state requirement, it's a Hamilton School District requirement, it goes above and beyond the basic requirements. We do audit checks. This student happened to go full-time online all last year, and we had to switch, of course, of counselors. Somehow, being online, she was missed in following up with. One of the problems we do have with online students in this class is that the Montana Digital Academy, being it not a Montana requirement, does not offer a Health 2 section. So the only way they can get that is we have to try to find a replacement class or go through BYU online. Somehow it was missed. We'll take ownership. I take ownership of that. I don't think we should hold this young lady accountable. She has 24 and a half credits. She's far exceeded the Montana requirement of all of those things. This just happens to be a Hamilton requirement. We are actually, before this happened, we're putting a section in at the Polytech. Right now, Jacqueline has a tracking sheet where she tracks all the kids that are in person at the Polytech, but those online kids kind of fell through the cracks this year. And that's something that we need to address and already have a plan for that. One of our English teachers is becoming a licensed counselor. We have a section built in for her next year to take care of all the Polytech. So our 2 counselors in the high school are not bouncing back and forth between 2 different IC screens and 2 different, basically, schools. So we hope this doesn't happen again. But like I said, I don't believe we should hold this young lady accountable for this. It was our mistake. How'd I do?
I would support that.
Thank you for owning that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's high school principal, that's my mistake.
Any other concerns with that? Anybody have any problems at all? Okay, you gotta get a motion to approve the waiver of graduation requirements for this young lady. So move. And a second?
Second.
Okay, any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, say nay. Okay, sounds like she's good to go. Give that lady a
Thank you very
capital.
much.
Yes.
I can feel for her. I graduated from college with honors, was accepted to dental school, had my everything charted, and got told that I was a 1 lab credit in physics 101 short for what the requirement they wanted me to go to school was. And so I got to spend my summer spending about $1,600 on 1 class that I'd already graduated to get 1 stupid physics credit from physics 101. So I don't think that's education. I think that's ridiculous. So good for her. Okay, so we have a second reading, policy 8205. Where's that?
This is in your packet, and this is meal charge policy, cleaned up version, maybe even a reversion back to the old
If
version.
it's a reversion back to.
We discussed that a little bit last time. Really, it's consistency across all of our settings and handling things the same way. And, gives the option to use collections, not that I'm advocating for that, but we do have folks that go into the negative on lunch balances. This just gives us some guidance.
I know that when I first got elected, we talked about this until I was blue in the face, about what to do, what we could do, what we couldn't do, and it just went in circles forever. Where are we at? Somewhere $2,500, is that what you said?
About 14,000.
Okay. And so, I really don't want to talk about it. Do we need to read this in its entirety, or it's just in here, so public?
You can
Fine, if
take
we
a
need it.
motion if you want to.
If you're in a position to approve that tonight, you can, but you can always have further discussion.
Does anybody want to talk about it more? All right.
I would need to read it first.
Okay, you want to defer for now?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll read it, and then if there's something concerning, we can talk about it, and if not, we can just.
sounds good. We'll punt for now then. Okay. So. Anything else on the agenda here? That's it. Okay, then we'll go ahead and close the meeting.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.